Imagine this. You're staring at your screen, deadline looming just hours away, and you know precisely what needs to be done. A simple report, an email, or even just organizing your desk. Yet instead of diving in, your hand drifts to your phone, pulling up social media or that endless news feed. It's not a lack of time or ability. It's your brain actively steering you away. Right now, in this moment, your mind is choosing the path of least resistance, and it feels almost automatic. This isn't weakness. It's a deeply wired survival mechanism playing out in your modern digital world. That pull toward delay happens to everyone, especially in our overstimulation-filled lives. Working adults juggling jobs, side projects, or students buried under assignments experience it daily. You promise yourself just 5 more minutes of scrolling, but those minutes stretch into hours, leaving you with mounting anxiety and unfinished tasks. The frustration builds because logically, you understand the consequences. Missed deadlines, rushed work, that nagging guilt. Yet your brain overrides it all, opting for immediate relief over long-term progress. Why does this happen so reliably, even when you know better? Procrastination isn't about laziness or poor time management. It's your brain's sophisticated way of managing emotional discomfort. At its core, this behavior stems from a conflict between 2 key brain regions. The limbic system, which craves instant rewards and avoids pain, and the prefrontal cortex, responsible for planning and self-control. When faced with a task, your limbic system scans for potential stress, boredom, fear of failure, or overwhelm, and sounds the alarm. It floods your system with signals screaming "not now," pushing you toward low-effort dopamine hits like checking notifications or watching short videos. This dopamine dynamic is central. Dopamine isn't just a pleasure chemical. It's your brain's motivation molecule, signaling this action leads to reward. Easy distractions deliver quick spikes, likes on a post, a funny clip, while productive tasks promise delayed, uncertain payoffs. Your brain, evolved over millennia for hunter-gatherer survival where immediate threats and rewards dominated, heavily discounts future benefits. This is called temporal discounting. A task's value shrinks exponentially the further into the future it is. A report due tomorrow feels vaguely rewarding, but right now, your brain calculates its emotional cost as too high compared to the free dopamine from your phone. Consider how this plays out in daily digital life. Your environment is rigged against you. Apps use variable reward schedules, like slot machines, keeping you hooked with unpredictable notifications. Each ping triggers a mini dopamine surge, similar to how lab rats press levers endlessly for occasional food pellets. Studies in behavioral neuroscience show this creates a feedback loop. Procrastination provides temporary mood repair, reducing anxiety in the short term, even as it amplifies it later. You're not choosing delay out of spite. Your brain is executing a cost-benefit analysis where avoidance wins because it feels safer. But there's more to it than just dopamine. Procrastination often ties into the Zeigarnik effect, where unfinished tasks create mental tension, looping in your working memory. Ironically, this tension motivates completion eventually. But in the moment, starting feels worse because it activates perfectionism circuits. Your brain anticipates imperfection. The draft won't be flawless. The project might expose gaps in your knowledge, and activates avoidance to protect your self-image. This is amplified in our attention economy, where constant overstimulation fatigues your prefrontal cortex, making executive function harder after just a few hours of emails and meetings. Mental fatigue compounds this. By midday, glucose levels in decision-making areas dip, and your brain defaults to autopilot habits. What starts as "I'll do it later" becomes a pattern, because neural pathways strengthen with repetition. Each delay reinforces the association. Task, mere discomfort, distraction, yes, relief. Over time, this etches a procrastination groove in your basal ganglia, the brain's habit center. making it the default response to work cues. For the 18 to 40 crowd grinding through remote jobs or campus life, this manifests as bedtime doom scrolling, where the day's undone list haunts you amid blue light distractions. Environmental factors supercharge this wiring. Modern offices or home setups bombard you with cues for interruption. Buzzing Slack channels, open browser tabs screaming new content. These aren't accidental. They're engineered by tech companies exploiting your brain's novelty bias. Your ventral striatum lights up for novel stimuli, pulling attention from sustained effort. In a pre-digital era, focus was natural amid scarcity. Now, abundance of options creates decision paralysis, where choosing what to start feels exhausting. Your brain chooses procrastination not despite knowing better, but because the cognitive load of ignoring distractions drains willpower reserves faster than the task itself. This leads to a deeper layer: the role of identity in sustaining the cycle. If you've labeled yourself a procrastinator, your brain aligns behavior to match. This is self-consistency bias, where actions reinforce your self-concept to avoid cognitive dissonance. Each delay confirms, I'm someone who puts things off, lowering expectations and reducing motivation to change. Neurologically, this involves the anterior cingulate cortex, which monitors conflicts between intention and action, but repeated failures desensitize it, making future efforts feel futile. In digital life, social media worsens this by showcasing curated productivity, triggering comparison and shame that further entrenches avoidance. Shifting this requires reframing procrastination as a mismatch between ancient brain wiring and modern demands, not a character flaw. Recognize that your limbic system isn't the enemy. It's outdated software running on hunter-gatherer code. When you feel the pull to delay, pause and label it. This is my brain seeking dopamine equilibrium. This metacognition activates the prefrontal cortex, interrupting the autopilot loop. Research from effective neuroscience shows that naming emotions reduces their amygdala intensity by 30%, creating space for rational choice. Practical rewiring starts with environment hacks that align with brain mechanics. Minimize friction for starting. Prep your workspace the night before, so initiation costs nothing. Use the 2-minute rule, not as a tip, but because micro-starts bypass limbic resistance by delivering instant progress dopamine, building momentum via the brain's endowment effect, where partial ownership boosts commitment. Block distractions during peak willpower windows, like mornings when cortisol sharpens focus, leveraging ultradian rhythms, 90-minute cycles where attention peaks, then dips. Incorporate pre-commitment strategies rooted in behavioral economics. Apps that lock sites during work blocks exploit hyperbolic discounting by removing future self's temptation. Pair tasks with mild rewards, but structure them to mimic variable schedules your brain loves, fostering habit formation in the stratum without addiction. Track streaks not for gamification hype, but to exploit the brain's loss aversion. Seeing a chain break hurts more than abstract goals motivate. Identity plays the linchpin. Experiment with incremental self-labeling. After small wins, affirm I'm someone who acts despite discomfort. This rewires via neuroplasticity, strengthening prefrontal limbic connections over weeks. fMRI studies show repeated affirmations alter self-referential processing in the medial prefrontal cortex, making discipline feel innate. Avoid all-or-nothing thinking. Your brain thrives on gradual exposure, like CBT desensitization for anxiety triggers. For burnout-prone schedules, bundle tasks into implementation intentions. If-then plans like, if it's 9 a.m., then I open the document. This offloads prefrontal load. Automating starts via the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex. In digital-heavy lives, audit your attention diet. Curate feeds to reduce novelty overload, preserving mental bandwidth. Over time, these align incentives so progress feels rewarding, flipping the brain's calculus. Overstimulation recovery matters too. Short walks or breathwork restore dopamine balance by engaging the parasympathetic system, countering chronic sympathetic drive from screens. This isn't relaxation fluff. It's neurological reset. replenishing neurotransmitters depleted by context switching. Consistent sleep hygiene, dim lights pre-bed, protects circadian alignment as sleep consolidates habits in hippocampal replay. Reflect on this. Procrastination persists because your brain prioritizes short-term emotional homeostasis over abstract progress, a holdover from scarcity eras clashing with abundance. Understanding this demystifies the struggle, turning guilt into agency. You're not broken. You're navigating a mismatched world. Each aware choice, labeling the urge, micro-starting, reshaping identity, rewires the circuits. Progress emerges not from force, but from aligning with how your mind truly operates. In time, the delay impulse fades, replaced by a quieter, more deliberate flow.